What's going on, everyone? I'm back here with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up your MacBook Pro running OS X Mavericks to be displayed on your HDTV via HDMI. So the MacBook Pro that I'm going to be using for this particular video is a late 2011 13-inch model. This same process should carry over to users of the Retina display MacBook Pro. So the process should be essentially the same. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So essentially what you're going to need is, of course, your MacBook Pro that you're going to be using for this particular setup. You're going to need one HDMI cable, and if you're using an older MacBook Pro, or even if you're going to use a Retina display MacBook Pro, I would recommend using this device, but you're going to need this HDMI adapter that is adapted for the mini display port. So essentially this will allow you to plug in an HDMI cable to your Mac. Now, the Retina display MacBook Pro has an HDMI port built in, but from my experiences with it, it hasn't been very good. It doesn't detect the display really well. So I would recommend using an external adapter rather than the built-in port. So anyway, those are the things that you need for this video. So essentially, to get started, you're going to want to plug in the adapter onto the mini display port on the side of your computer. And then you're going to want to plug in, right here, the HDMI cable into the HDMI port, like so. Oops, okay, like so. And that's pretty much it there. For the next steps, you need to configure a few settings on the computer itself. So I will be back on a screen recording to show you guys what you need to do there. So I'll be right back. Alright, now that you guys are on your computer, what you need to do now is head over to System Preferences, and once in there, click on Displays. And once you go into Displays, you'll get two windows that'll pop up, once your computer has recognized the external display, of course. So when you plug in the HDMI cable, your computer should automatically recognize the external display. But if your computer for some odd reason isn't detecting display by itself, what I would recommend doing is turning off your computer, unplugging everything, and turning off the TV as well. And then basically starting from scratch and restarting this whole process, and that should hopefully resolve the issue. So anyway, back to this. So once your computer does recognize the display, you'll get these two windows here. One for settings of the built-in display, and one to configure settings for the external display. So under the display tab, you can choose the optimization type. So you can choose it to optimize for the external display or the built-in display. But if you're going to be using an external display or an HDTV or something like that, I would recommend clicking the option of the external display, because it'll just adjust everything accordingly and make the layout of everything correct, essentially. So that's that. And then under resolution, you can choose the resolution for what your TV can output. The particular TV that I'm using can output in 1080p, so of course that's what I'm going to select. But if your TV only outputs in 720p or 1080i or some other resolution, as you can see here, you need to click that depending on your TV's functionality. So yeah, once you've clicked that, that's good there. So then you can choose the rotation. I really wouldn't recommend messing with this, because standard is the best option to select. Refresh rate, excuse me, is totally dependent on your TV set or television. Mine, of course, is 60 hertz, but some of yours guys' may be 30 hertz, 24 hertz, etc. So select that depending on what your TV can output. So mine is 60 hertz, and then underscan. This is something else that is automatic, and you shouldn't have to really mess with it. So if it's automatically set to off, I would recommend leaving it to off. So I really, would not recommend touching that. Under arrangement, this is another personal preference option. You can either mirror the display by hitting the mirror display option here, or you can click and drag the displays wherever you want for them to be. You'd have to display is set to be on the right hand side, but you can easily move that, as you can see here, anywhere around the built-in display you can want. So if you want it on the top corner, if you want. My personal preference is to configure that, you're good. And then under color tab, this is you really shouldn't also have to mess with this. It's basically to set the color profile to the type of display that you're using. But this, like I said, this should be automatic and you shouldn't have to touch it. So yeah. So essentially, once you've done all that, you're pretty much ready to go, and your display should be currently displaying or mirroring, whichever you've chosen, your computer screen on the TV. Now, to get sound output, you need to click back and go over here to sound options. And the default, of course, is internal speakers. So, once you have the HDMI cable connected, you want to click on your HDMI device. So, mine in this case is the M321i-A2. That is the model number of the TV that I'm currently using. So you want to, of course, click on that, and the computer will now route the sound to be outputted to the HDMI device, which would be the external TV display. So that's pretty much it for sound. You can adjust some settings down here, such as output volume and stuff like that, but that really shouldn't need to be changed. So anyway, that's it with the sound and settings. So now, that's pretty much it. You now should be set up and ready to go, and your Mac screen should be mirrored onto your HDTV. So that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys real quick just to demonstrate what it looks like once you've finished this process. So yeah, I will see you guys back on a camera. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back here now. So this is essentially what it's going to look like when you have the computer displaying on your HDTV. It should look exactly like this, to where it fits the entire display. Some TVs will not mirror the display accurately, so if it doesn't fit the entire display, don't be alarmed. That's just how this TV is set up, and you can't really do anything about that. So, but anyway, yeah, here we are. So as you can tell, on the computer, we got the display, and it's being mirrored exactly onto the TV. And say, for example, I open up something. Let's open up System Preferences again. Open up that, and as you can see, it opens up on both displays. So it is working. Everything seems to be working 100%. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this how-to video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Also, hit the subscribe button right down there. Helps me out quite a lot. And also make sure to hit that like button. It's very appreciated. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed once again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.